Hey everyone, welcome. So, artificial intelligence is absolutely booming, right? But with all that incredible power comes this huge question of responsibility. Today, we're going to crack open the world's first global rulebook for AI. It's basically a blueprint designed to make AI safer and more trustworthy for every single one of us. Let's dive in.
And this really is the question on everyone's mind. AI is already woven into everything: our cars, our healthcare, our finances, and it's so clear we can't just let this powerful technology run wild without some kind of plan. So, who's stepping up to write the rules of the road? To really get why we need these rules so urgently, you first have to appreciate the sheer scale and, honestly, the breakneck speed of what's happening. We are in a full-blown AI gold rush.
I mean, make no mistake, AI is becoming one of the biggest economic engines of our time. And this incredible expansion is creating amazing world-changing opportunities. But at the same time, it's throwing up brand new challenges, the kind of stuff we've never really had to deal with before.
And this really gets to the heart of why AI is such a different beast. We're talking about automatic decisions made inside a black box that can be almost impossible for a human to explain. We have systems that aren't built with line-by-line human logic, but by feeding them mountains of data. And then there's AI that literally learns and changes its behavior all on its own. So the big question is, how do you govern all that without killing the innovation that makes it so exciting in the first place?
So, in response to this chaotic gold rush and all these new challenges, the world's standards bodies, they actually got together. And the result? A comprehensive global rulebook for AI.
And here it is. It's called ISO/IEC 42001. It was just published in late 2023, and this is the world's very first international standard for managing AI systems. This is a huge deal. It's the first time we've had a single, globally recognized playbook for how to do AI responsibly.
So, what in the world is an AI management system? Okay, don't let the formal definitions scare you off. The easiest way to think about it is as a blueprint. It's a structured plan that helps any organization, big or small, build and use its AI systems in a responsible and ethical way. Simple as that. And this is so important. This isn't just for the big tech giants in Silicon Valley. The standard makes it crystal clear with this quote. It doesn't matter if you're a tiny startup or a massive global corporation. If you're building or even just using AI, this blueprint is designed for you. So when you boil it all down, the entire purpose of this 50-plus page document comes down to one simple, powerful goal: to help any organization develop, provide, or use AI systems responsibly. All right, so we know what it is, but what does this blueprint for trust actually look like in practice, on a day-to-day basis? How does it all work? Okay, so if you were to open up the standard, this is what you'd see. And I'll be honest with you, it looks pretty intimidating. You've got all these clauses and subclauses on context, leadership, planning, operations. It's a lot. But don't worry. All of this complexity is actually built on a very simple and very classic cycle. And that cycle is plan, do, check, act. It's a classic for a reason. First, you plan your approach to AI and its risks. Then you do it. You put that plan into action. After that, you check your work by monitoring how it's all performing. And finally, you act on what you've learned to get even better. It's just a constant loop of improvement. So let's just zoom in on that first step, planning. This is about more than just guessing what might go wrong. The standard requires formal risk assessments and treatment plans, but then it adds something that's absolutely critical: an impact assessment. So imagine a company using AI to screen job applicants. A risk assessment might say, hey, this algorithm could be biased. But the impact assessment forces them to ask a much bigger question: who in our society could be negatively affected by this? It shifts the focus from just the tech to the people. Okay, so we've seen what it is and how it works, but now let's pull back and look at the big picture. Why is having a single, global standard like this such a massive game changer? This really shows the before and after picture perfectly. Before this standard, it was kind of the Wild West. Everyone had their own fragmented approach. A lot of it was just guesswork. Now we have a common language, a shared framework for trust. It moves us away from just making up rules as we go and towards clear, consistent accountability. And that right there is the key takeaway.
Following this standard isn't just about having good intentions. It's about creating concrete, documented evidence that an organization is being responsible, and importantly, that it can be held accountable for how it's using AI. So, the rulebook is finally here. It's a massive first step for sure, but it is just the beginning. The real work starts now. The ultimate question for all of us, for companies, for developers, and for society, is how will we take this blueprint and use it to build an AI-powered future that we can all genuinely trust?